Hey folks, AshevilleThingsDentistry.com. So this patient is submitted. I talked about this actually malposition of this crown or this implant before, and the patient has been not satisfied with the restoration, primarily because we left a diastema, if you may, a gap between the crown and the screw retained implant crown and this premolar crown. Now the problem with this position, although it looks great when you place the implant, and I was assisting when we placed this, in order to get the proper relationship facial-lingual with respect to building the crown, just like on this side. So this is a fairly classic, we've got some horizontal overjet and some for example, for ease of saying, we have overlap of the maxillary teeth as compared to relative to the mandibular teeth. We're trying to develop the contours for this crown. It was extremely difficult because of the position of the implant. It didn't allow for us to develop to get some overlap, horizontal overlap. So it's more of an edge-to-edge, cuss-to-cuss development. In any event, here we are today. We're going to remove this crown, and we're going to make an FDP, a fixed dental prosthesis, from the natural tooth to the implant crown. Now the literature is, like anything else, on and off about whether or not it intrudes the tooth or not. It'll be like that for the rest of eternity. Controversy. In any event, that is sort of what we plan to do in order to fix the patient's chief complaint and fill the diastema. So what I want to talk about is how are we going to do that? So the procedural events that are going to take place is we're going to section, this is a gold crown, section this crown, and then probably prep the tooth a little bit, finish the preparation, remove this screw retained implant crown, and take an impression, a final impression for both. So we're going to use, because I only have open tray impression copings, if we had, so that's this with a screw, let me show you how this works. If I had a different type, which would be nice, but we don't, so we place that on there. Okay, and then we screw that down, take a radiograph, make sure it's fully seated, and then we take a plastic tray, and I have to relieve that. I'm going to show you that in a second what we're going to do, and use a polyvinyl addition silicone impression. Now I wouldn't have to do an open tray. I'd be able to do a closed tray if I had an impression coping like this. However, this is for Noble Biocare, and we don't have any for 3i. So just a little bit of points about implants are sexy, but there's a lot of armamentarium that goes along with them. So we would place this down, and I'm going to show you what I normally do. So we're going to use a plastic tray in this case, and we're going to prepare the tray. So we already know that I need to make an access hole through the plastic tray, so we're going to use just a regular football burr. We're just going to open up that one channel. Okay, so I got the handpiece working. So you can take a Sharpie and mark out your contours. I know that almost fully seated. There we go. Okay, so that allows me access to the screw when we're about to remove the impression. So the way a closed or an open tray impression coping how it works is once I've packed cord around the crown, and we're ready to take a final impression, screw down this impression coping. You can use tape on the surface of the tray, a little bit of masking tape or whatever, just to keep or even gauze. We've used gauze just to keep the impression material from flowing out. And additionally, use adhesive. Don't forget about that. Place the tray down, and then make sure you clean this well with your finger. Remove all the excess polyvinyl siloxane. So when this does set, you can undo the screw and see if I can do it all together. I don't think I can. I'm not that talented. That all comes out at the same time. And of course, I have the patient's maxillary cast already. Okay, so I hope that helps. Cheers.